Hello everybody, welcome to the stream. Press B by accident. Yeah, back on the SMP once again, and yeah, last time we did a little bit of stuff here, but there's some progress that's happened in this area that I guess I want to show off before we start what I actually want to do today. And it looks like I've just looked at 3 Endermen, which is wonderfully helpful, so I will fly 128 blocks so that they despawn real quick. But no, what I was going to mention is the progress that I've made. So essentially a couple of things have changed. The most important thing that's changed is these pillars. Now, as you may or may not have noticed, all the pillars in this area were different sizes. So I went ahead and regulated the size. So every single one of these pillars is now equal. Well, not every single one. These two are the same height. They're 103 blocks tall, and they are a 3-2-2-3 pattern. Then these 4 pillars over here are a 3-1-1-3 pattern, and they're all the same height. They are 95. Yeah, pretty cool. Sorted all that out. It took a little while, but it is what it is. Taki, hello, welcome. Just catching people up on what I'd done between streams, which is essentially just made all the pillars the same height. So yeah, today I want to work on the laser. So initially there wasn't going to be anything in the center here, but I can't remember who it was, but someone built up this like obsidian and glass structure. I thought it was pretty interesting. I wasn't a huge fan of it initially, but it kind of grew on me, and now that we've got the red laser in the middle, it does look very, very cool. So the first thing I want to do is I want to remove the obsidian, and then I want to kind of, use this idea with the glass and make some kind of laser. I think it would look pretty cool. It would be kind of inspired by the laser that Good Times with Scar built on Hermitcraft recently. I thought that was a really interesting laser idea, but that one was green, so we're doing some red. Yeah, Taki, how you doing? How you doing? Yeah, so the first thing is I'll fly up and remove that. I'm pretty certain I did something else in this world in between streams, but I cannot remember what I did. I guess I improved the raid farm actually. I wanted to watch a VOD of someone, and I was like, what can I do when I'm watching this VOD? I'll AFK at the raid farm, but I realized that the raid farm wasn't really AFKable in its current state. It kind of didn't really have a good enough storage, so at some point we'll go over there and I'll kind of show the changes I made to the storage system, which will be pretty interesting to see. I also used all of the obsidian that we'd mined, so we ended up getting rid of 4 pillars in total when we were preparing the area in the end. Oh, of course, because it's insta-mine, it breaks the calcite super easy. Okay, I should be more careful. Either way, I had to mine a bunch more obsidian. The pillar over that end there is actually almost hollow. Or at least the top half is hollow, because I had to use his guts to fill out the top, because it was a really, really, really short pillar. Either way, now we've got a blank slate to work with. I think what will happen is that the laser will go up and then outwards a bit and then come back in again. I think that'll probably be the best idea. Now, the problem is that this laser is obviously extremely tall. I don't know whether it goes up to 320 or just infinite. It looks like the beacon beam is truly infinite, which is fine. It means that we'll have to kind of, I guess we'll just build up the laser as tall as we want it to be and then just leave it. I don't really see an issue with it. I don't see an issue with the thing rendering beyond the laser, with the beam. But the main thing is, of course, I wanted to use glass, which I have plenty of. I'm not going to use fire coral. That was another thing that I did. I got a bunch of extra fire coral. I was thinking that we could potentially use it, but of course it has to be touching water, which makes it essentially useless for a floating laser beam. So this will be interesting as an organic block. So I've got some water here, so if I ever want to build something organic in this area, which I probably will, it will include quite a lot of fire coral. For the lighting that I mentioned before, I do want to use red stained glass, but obviously it doesn't emit any light, so I was thinking that we could potentially use redstone lamps, but my only concern is powering them. So potentially what could happen is that we use these blocks of redstone, and we essentially just get some glass, and as we build up, I guess I probably need some structure blocks to build from. I could probably use calcite actually, because it is insta-mine. So my thought was that there would essentially just be glass going up in the air like this. It's going to be a small scale version, just so I have a feel for what the design's going to be like. This. Then of course remove the calcite, and then we kind of get this like glass laser beam. And then my idea was to literally just throw in lamps and redstone blocks every now and again. Now the thing is that the lamp would always have to be directly next to the redstone block, which the first time would be fine, but after a while it would look a bit odd. So my idea was to actually use a bit of redstone dust. So if I grab some redstone dust, what I can do is I can have them not touching. And it will just be a different way of connecting them. So I can do this, and then, okay, that's not what I wanted to do. That's really useful. I always forget that that's a feature, that the dot and block are different. Then when I do this and kind of cover it up, it looks pretty good. And I think I'm going to go for this kind of design where there will be intermittent redstone blocks and redstone lamps inside the laser beam. And I think it will, one, add for some variety, and two, yeah, add the light, which was the biggest thing. Now I do have red wool as well, which can add even more variety. And I'm not sure how I feel about the red wool. I really want these two together. I think the wool maybe makes the redstone blocks look a bit more, or a bit less out of place, in fact, because they're another red texture. Now we could also include the nether wart blocks, but I feel like they're a bit too dark. They kind of detract from the feel of the laser beam a bit. Yeah. Yeah, they do. Maybe. Well, honestly, behind the glass, the color is alright. You know what? I am happy. I think I am going to include all of the blocks. Which means that, of course, this now he's completely removing, but this is the kind of thing that we're going to be building. So, yeah, I'm glad we've had some amount of plan. Now I should probably get a hoe out, so I can get rid of the blocks faster, but it doesn't work with the wool, so it might not even be worth bothering with, because I'll only be mining one block with it. So the first thing that I want to do is I want to have a calcite line that just goes straight up that we can branch from. Might seem counterintuitive, but I think it would be useful to have something to build from initially. And then we'll use scaffolding, of course. That'll be the easiest way. And then I'll throw some glass in intermittently. Oh, of course. Why does that make it brighter? Oh, because the end portal releases light, doesn't it? So it's reflecting off the calcite and making the screen look brighter. Okay, that makes sense. And then, yeah, every now and again I'll just throw in a glass block to, yeah. Now, this is where my skill of doing varied textures comes into play, because I had to build an entire castle wall like this, kind of, with the variants. Okay, so how tall? So the laser should definitely be taller than the pillars. So maybe it is taller than this. Ooh, don't want quite that much glass. Too much. Yeah, maybe like that. So I did plan initially to have like lasers all connecting these, but honestly I think that'll be a bit too much. I think we'll just go for the single laser. You know, how does that look? It's very tall. Okay, so I did have a suspicion that would feel extremely tall, which is fine because it means that we can have the beam come out wide and connect back again. Have this like interesting shape. But I think now is the time to collect some, yeah, scaffolding. Need scaffolding to work with this. But oh, I've set my spawn in the wrong place. Oh well, I'll just sleep and then make sure I'll set my spawn back at my actual house. This is a good place to have a spawn point because obviously it's right next to actual spawn. I did also see that a new heart had popped up, which is very cute. It might disappear if people want to build like real floating islands, but it's cool. I'll do a quick shop check while I'm here, you never know. I did sell another elytra, which is pretty cool. I actually don't know who bought it, but either way, I'll take the 3 diamond blocks. My extortionate prices, you know. You know how it is. Gotta be selling stuff for ridiculous prices. It's just the way it is, you know. Let's buddy hop over to the shop real quick. Nope, okay. Awesome. They're restocking today, that's what I like to see. Always the issue with having the popular shops on the server. Is that people buy stuff and then you have to fucking restock it. Ah, we're going back to the going back to my base. We are to show the farm as well. Changes I made to the farm. Because they're actually really simple changes, and they were recommended when I built the farm initially. The video, like the tutorial build for the farm, is like, and you might want to consider adding more storage. And I was like, nah, we're fine. And then I realized that actually, yeah, it does need more storage. So just set my spawn, and then we'll go and have a look. So I've got this like ominous red line, so I can remember which way the farm is. Probably should be removed, but you know. So this is the farm. You can see that I've literally just added. Now, I don't know what's going on here. These guys aren't despawning, and it's rather concerning. I don't know why they're not despawning. But yeah, there's just a raid happening. It's free potion effects, I guess, but it's a bit weird. Either way, what I did is I literally just extended this water, had an ice, and then just kept going. Hey, Fusi, hello. Welcome. Just showing off the changes that I made to the farm between streams, and then I've got a row of emeralds and then some gunpowder and redstone. I've emptied it all out, but you can see that I've got quite a few totems, which is always handy. But yeah, Fusi, hello, how you doing? I'm just getting some stuff for the end before I go back. Specifically, I need some scaffolding. It's the wrong side. I will never learn which side is which in my house, ever. Raid farms are good, yeah. Raid farms are comically good sometimes. You know what? I think I'm going to get a full 4 stacks of scaffolding. That might sound like a lot, but I think it's going to be how much we need. I'm going to have to go back to spawn to get more bamboo. Dang it. Do I have string, though? No. Okay, I'll have to go to the mob farm to get string, which is also a spawn, so yeah. You're doing great. Amazing. I'm doing pretty good as well. Kinda chilled today, didn't do too much revision, because, you know, exams are coming up and all that, but, yeah, nah, didn't do too much. It was pretty nice. Yeah. Didn't actually play on the server today, but I have been a few days this week, just, you know, doing the stuff that I've been showing. Now what's convenient is that you make scaffolding in groups of 6, but that can add up to exactly 4 stacks, which is quite satisfying. So I need 24 bamboo, and I need 4 string. There should be some up here. I had a really cool thing to say, but it's a long thing to explain. Explain away, my boy, explain away. I'm interested to hear now that you've brought it up. 31, 30, 30, okay. 1, 2, 3, 4. Okay, that's all we need from that farm. I also ran that farm a little bit, I can't remember why. I think it was actually 4 string, but yeah, I ran that farm too. There we go. 4 stacks of scaffolding. 4 stacks of scaffolding. Hopefully it will make a at least reasonable tower to work off. And then what I'm literally going to do is I'm just going to place them on the end portal, so that's basically what we're going to be building off. Basically, the people who do VFX for Star Wars Jurassic World did a thing with the people who created my course, and 30 people got accepted to do it. That sounds very cool. Special effects people, or movies. Yeah, no, that's awesome. Yeah. Our course is like, oh yeah, we're affiliated with a local business. I'm like, okay. That's great. But I mean, it's gonna help. I'll probably end up getting hired by them, but either way. Yeah. Let's go to the end. I don't need anything from here. I thought I needed to grab something, but oh, I should probably do that very quickly. I have a melon farm that runs constantly, and sometimes it can get a bit full, and I need to sell melons to villagers and stuff. We worked in teams. Yo, that's actually cool. And working with people you haven't worked before. Some people find that like super stressful, but I think it's pretty cool. Like when you have like a common goal that you're actually working towards, it's not like just cringe small talk, it's actually like useful. It's pretty helpful. I bet that's coming over really loud on the mic, my bad, but you know. Gotta get this scaffolding down, it's the fastest way of doing it. There we go. And you had some talks as well, yeah, nice. Yeah, I'm quite bad at going to talks from experts. Like quite often they'll be like, oh yeah, this person from so-and-so company wants to talk to you about this. And I'm like, oh, I really can't be bothered. Okay, so how tall is the scaffolding? Is that the same height? There's no way that's the same height. Okay, it's a tiny bit taller. You know what, I think we'll make the laser taller just to match the height of the scaffolding. Just because it's satisfying that they're the same. Okay, there we go. That's good. Now we can build out the structure more. Cool people, very nice. We end up staying on a Zoom call for an extra 40 minutes. Oh dang. I would not be happy about that personally. I know that sounds a bit uneducationally of me, but I have to get a train. Can't be staying in lessons late. Crazy. Yeah, there are some people who are like, oh yeah, I'll just stay behind and do more stuff, and I'm like, that's fantastic. But I will not be doing that. I will be going home. But people just text me, so it doesn't matter. It's just like people who are willing to stay behind and do more work are crazy. Chilling and chatting, it wasn't work. I mean, I guess, but yeah. I would never, there are some days of the week that I would just never do that. Like there's one class that I have that ends like 5 something or other, after 5 o'clock, and it's just like, I am not staying late for this class. Teacher's like yapping, and I'm like, dude, I have to go. I cannot be sitting in your class listening to you yap, please. Yeah, I'm completely just randomly eyeballing this cow site, by the way. I have no idea what I'm doing with it, but I'm sure it will come out looking fine. Who knows? Hopefully. Get nothing better to do. I mean, yeah, I guess. I guess if you have nothing better to do, that kind of makes sense. But wait, am I placing it? Yeah, I thought so. I was like, how am I placing the calcite, but it's not appearing where I want it to. That is how it's appearing behind me. How useful. Why? Why is it random as well? Like sometimes it will place and sometimes it won't. It's actually super annoying. I can do this though. I like jumping. Totally don't have 3 assignments due. Ooh, with 1 barely started, 1,000 words. Ooh. Yeah, that's not great, my guy. I would try and start those if I were you. But, you know, it's not up to me. Yeah. It's like the people in my class who are like, hey, can you help me with the assignment? I'm like, I mean, the due date was 6 days ago, but yeah, sure, I can help you. I'm like, and I asked them, I'm like, what about the due date? And they're like, oh, I got the extension. I'm like, but even if you took the extension, it's still due tomorrow for you. What is wrong with you? You have to write about stuff in your blog? What the? Okay, nah, that's weird. It's like the teachers being like, oh yeah, make sure you add your assignments to your LinkedIn page. It's like, no. Like, we literally had a part of an assignment to make a LinkedIn page, and I'm like, yeah, I'm good. I'm good. Yeah, nah. Pretty annoying. Okay, so what I'm going to do now is I'm literally just going to randomly place in glass and just hope that it looks interesting. What I'm hoping is that because I placed in the calcite in a random way, the glass will just naturally follow looking random. Why? Why am I so bad at using scaffolding? The blog is a portfolio. Oh, it's just portfolio. Okay, yeah, I was gonna say actually having a blog would be weird. I can understand it if you're doing like I guess there's probably some kind of course where actually building a blog would be useful, but it's not like people even like blog anymore, so like who cares? Now I did say I would make a part of this beam wider in one place. I did not forget about that, but essentially I don't know what the scale is going to be yet, so I'm kind of going to do the middle column that's not going to change in length, in thickness too much. And then I'll just kind of add the other bit later. As long as I'm over the threshold of the block. This I should be good, right? I can just place it. I have a feeling I'm going to run out of glass pretty fast. And that doesn't concern me, it's just something I've got to remember, I guess. I guess at some point I'll have to do a bit more sand mining, but that's fun. I'm totally happy doing sand mining. One of those things that's just enjoyable. Like, there are some people who are like, oh, it's so boring. I'm like, no, it's so satisfying. What are you talking about? The sound of the sand being removed? Oh, incredible. How could you hate that? At some point, I'm going to die falling off the scaffolding. I swear to God. Okay, I'm quite happy with this glass density so far. The only thing I'm concerned about is if I'm trapping the calcite in, will it be a pain to remove later? No, I'm going to remove it right now, probably. I think. Once I've done this laser beam, I'll remove it. And then like the feature blocks, the redstone blocks, the lamps, that kind of thing, I'll add those a bit later. When I do the expansion, I'll add the other blocks too. Yeah, I'm glad I haven't had to do too many portfolios. I feel like people always think that portfolios are better. I'm like, they're just low-level stress for the entire year rather than just like a stressful exam and then you're done. It's like, how can that possibly be better? But yeah, like assignment work is also better than portfolio work. I'm personally really not a fan of stuff like that, of portfolio work. so now I'm going to remove this, all of the calcite, and we'll see how it feels. So I feel like there's a chance that it might look a tiny bit too uneven. Though actually, I think it looks pretty good so far. I'm not sure how the best way to mine this is. I think I'm doing it the right way. Yeah, because I can kind of reach all the blocks quite easily. Yeah, you know what? This is working quite well. Can always reach everything quite well. Yeah, this is a really good way of building a laser beam. Your course is game design. Yeah, portfolio is more important. That is true. That is very true. My course is very much based around, once you leave here, you will do even more exams, so we're going to prepare you for those exams. And I'm like, okay, fine. I'll take it. I mean, I'm not like an absolute connoisseur of the exams, but I certainly don't hate them. There are some people doing my course who hate exams, and I'm like, why are you doing this course? You knew from the beginning that there were going to be exams. Why are you so concerned when there are exams? Our teacher is increasing the amount of exams they want us to do, which is criminal. They were like, when we started our course, they were like, this is the percentages in which will be exam and coursework. And I'm like, okay, that's great. And then halfway through, they were like, psych, we're going to be doing more just because we feel like it. We're also going to change the title of your course. Why? Why would you do that? What is the point? It's like, oh, it's better. It's like, sure. Sure it is. Sure it is. Okay, that actually worked very well. I'm pretty sure half the scaffolding has gone through the net, into the overworld again, but we'll look it up later. 8 exams. I'm glad you only have 1 exam a year. Yeah. If you hate exams, like, doing an exam-heavy subject is such a bad idea. Because it's like, oh, I'll be fine. No, you won't. Exams will murder you. Okay, I'm going to fly back and have a look at this. That looks cool already. Yo, that looks great. Hey, Penguin of Space. Hello. Welcome, welcome. Yeah, how good this laser beam looks already. It certainly needs the extra light. Extra textures, but I'm quite happy with how it looks already. Of course I missed a bit of calcite. Oh, that is literally the last bit. Okay, that adds up to a stack. That's quite satisfying. Okay, this is what we've got so far. Now, one thing that I have to be careful of is that I have the beacon beam in the middle, but beacons can't go through redstone blocks. So that might make this awkward. Wait, that's definitely the case, right? Yup. Definitely. What about the lamps? Okay, I don't want to go into the end. Yeah, Paint of Space, hello, how you doing? I'm bad at the game. Yeah, okay. We might have to slightly change how the beam works. If we can't put anything in the middle, I guess the actual beam is what makes the middle interesting. Right, I guess that's good enough. It's better than bad. That's all that matters sometimes. Feeling good is, of course, the optimal strategy, but if you're not good, as long as you're alright, that's fine. One. Okay, I'm just gonna delete that because that looks like a bot to me, and if you're not a bot, well, sucks to suck. Iris, hello. How you doing? How you doing? How you doing? I'm gonna try and add some redstone lamps into this beam now and see what it looks like. So I'm gonna do this and maybe this, and then put the redstone. I didn't get any redstone. Would it be useful to actually have some redstone? I need more than that though. You know what? We'll just get 38. That'll work fine. Then we'll definitely have enough, because we won't use more than 2 redstones, so. Right. Can't log on right now because I'm supposed to be studying. I mean, yeah, if you've got to be studying, you got to be studying, bro. Okay, I'm not sure how to do these lights correctly. As in, is it like a difficult like exam, or is it just like a test? Because those are two fundamentally different things. Okay, I think this looks awful. I'm gonna be honest, I think this looks terrible. Actually? Oh no, it does look bad. What do we do about that, chat? More? I think the answer is more. I think if we just add more lights, it will look better. I'm not sure though. And not many tools at the bottom, because of course this has got to be more sparse than top. The teacher is making it seem very hard. Oh yeah. That's one thing that you will learn as you do more education, is that when teachers start, say, insinuating that something is hard, it is. It's the most terrible exam you will ever do, and make sure you revise hard for it, because otherwise you will fail. We've been caught out a couple of times, or we were caught out a couple of times in maths, when the teacher was like, hey guys, by the way, this is the hardest exam, and everyone went, nah. And then it was, and we were like, oh, should have listened to the teacher. Yeah, you know, we learnt, and when other difficult exams came up, we actually revised for them. Surprise, surprise, we didn't fail that time. It was good. May or may not be making cheat cards. Well, as long as you're thinking about them and writing them down and like learning the stuff as you're writing it onto the cards, it's fine. That's the thing, is that it's not about the doing the test, it's about the knowledge. And if making the cheat cards is helping you learn the knowledge, then that's absolutely fine. As long as it's going in your brain, I see no issue. Don't get me wrong, I would never make cheat cards. That is not something that I would ever do. But I'm not going to be able to like convince someone to not make the card, so I might as well just make sure that you're making them for the right reason. It's what it is, yeah. If you gotta cheat, you gotta cheat. Make sure you're learning from it. Oh. Always remember that you have to shift down one at a time, otherwise you take full damage. Oh, actually, you know what I could do is I could kinda do this. Now my texture pack obviously makes the redstone have numbers on, but from below it's not visible. Wait, that looks bad. I don't like being able to see the redstone. Like when it's on glass, I'm not a fan of it at all. So maybe it would be better that the lamp was here like this. That doesn't work. That's not how lamps work. Oops. Okay, you know what, we'll just do this. I do want quite a good lamp density, so maybe it'll be fine to just kind of put like this. Wait, does this work? I have this. Okay, that definitely doesn't work. That is not how Minecraft works. Redstone lamps cannot be bud powered. My grade's already slipping. I don't want to disappoint my parents. Yeah. Sometimes it is what it is. Actually, I can do that. Is that useful? Or like it's not? My redstone. I do have like many stacks of redstone blocks, but if I'm building with redstone blocks, I'm gonna need a lot. Like, I feel like this is working. Now, what I'm tempted to do is add unlit lamps and useless blocks. You know what? I don't like the lamps, and I don't know why. Is there anyone in particular that you hate? Nope. Not now I'm in uni. There were people in school that I certainly disliked. Not in uni. That's something that you will realise, that as you go up the education system, you'll have to deal with annoying people less and less and less and less. So, yeah, that's great. That's something to look forward to, I guess. That if you're not enjoying school right now because of someone, that someone will disappear eventually, which is always a comforting fact. Now, this laser is bad because of the lamps. They are completely the wrong color scheme, so I'm going to take them out. And I'm just going to try it without lighting. I'm going to see what that looks like. The reason why these don't work is that in the initial block palette designing that I did for this build, the lamps were always behind something. And now they're not. I've realized how ugly they are, so we won't be using them. Yeah, lamps just don't. They're just not part of a laser beam. They're an interesting textured block. They do not work for this build in the slightest. Redstone torch. I just fell in the portal. I was doing so well at not falling in the ball. God dang it. But redstone torches might work. My only concern is that they have the wood, and that might just completely ruin. This might completely ruin the vibe of the laser. Because when I put the lamps in, it just immediately stopped looking like a laser beam. So maybe the torches will do the same thing. But I'm tempted to keep the blocks. I think the redstone blocks are okay. The lamps are just a no. I do kind of want to pick them up. Oh, of course, because one Hypixel, they will clump together crazily. So it's quite easy to pick them up. Because they yeah. Wood will probably ruin it. Well, we'll give it a try. It's always the important thing when you're building stuff in Minecraft is to just try stuff. I often see people not experimenting when they're building stuff, and I find that kind of sad. I think that parts of the appeal of Minecraft, and Lego as well, it's the same idea that you're allowed to make a mistake because you can just destroy it and try it again. And there's nothing wrong with that. It's an accepted thing that you can do. There's nothing wrong with making something that doesn't work and trying something new. And that's exactly what we're gonna do. No one, hello. Oh. He's got an idea. Gotta listen to this idea now. Oh, I missed a lamp. Dang. Yeah. Should make it like the laser is being contained. How would I do that? Like glass around it? Like glass panes? I guess it could be contained in some kind of white glass pane box. I'm not sure if I like that though. I feel like it would detract away from the coolness of the laser, but yes, I am right. Honestly, I was concerned that the lighting would be necessary to make the glass, like science lab. It's not quite the vibe I'm going for. It's a cool idea, but it's not quite the vibe that I want. I do like the redstone blocks, so I'm going to keep them now. Red wool was the other idea that I had. Another texture to add. We'll kind of put some in the top to begin with. I feel like building from the top is almost easier in this build. I'm just kind of... The good thing about this is it doesn't actually have to be next to any redstone lamps. It can just be... Oh, not next to any redstone blocks. It can just kind of exist by itself, which is fairly helpful. Might change the volume of texture blocks, but they are the right idea. We obviously want to keep plenty of air. I have seen builds where people overuse texturizing and kind of lose the airiness that would come from a laser. But yeah, can't watch any longer because I need sleep. Just passing by, that's all good. No one, I appreciate you stopping by. Good to see you, but yeah, bye bye. See you next stream. Yeah. Kitty, yep. Kitty in a box. It's cute. Alright. Okay, so once again, I like the wool. I don't like that there's a piece of redstone there. I'm going to get rid of that real quick. Where is it? Yeah. There we go. There is one more piece of redstone somewhere. I'm not entirely sure where it is, but I've lost both pieces of redstone now. I'm incredible at this game. Right. There we go, there's one of them, and then there should be another one somewhere as well, but I'm not sure where it is. Oh, I see. It's right here. Alright. So this is what we've got now. The laser. But yes, the torches idea. I don't think I've got any redstone torches, but we can certainly craft some. Well, more specifically, we can grab some. Probably don't have wood with me at all. Nope, okay. I also, because I ran the raid farm a bit longer, I now have a 4th shulker box of emerald blocks. I do not need them at all, but it feels like a waste to just destroy them, so yeah, I've kept them. Yeah, the amount of wood that I use to make all the chests to expand the storage system is a bit crazy. Like, yeah, it took me a while. It took me a while to craft it all up. I kept miscalculating how many hoppers I need and had to keep flying back and forth, back and forth. Super annoying. It did mean that I also stocked up my rocket shop a bit more as well, which is good. So if people need rockets, there are certainly enough for them. Let's try adding these torches in. I think, oh, you know what we could do? They could go inside the laser and then you just add a glow. Yes. Genius idea. The circle around the portal makes it feel like a laboratory. I didn't really make that connection, but I guess I was kind of just building. Maybe it does have that vibe. Who knows? By the way, the idea of the redstone torches was genius. Not in the way that was initially expected, I'm sure, but dang. For the quartz, it's actually calcite, but yeah. Yeah, I just wanted to highlight the bedrock with something and kind of match the colors together, but heck yeah, that looks great. Just slightly brighter. Yeah. Okay, now I kind of wanted to make the laser bulge out a little bit towards the center, but I don't know if it's necessary, to be honest. I'm going to remove the scaffolding. I know we'll probably put it straight back up again, but I'm going to remove it and then we'll see what it looks like. Alright. Hopefully none of it falls in the end portal. Seems extremely unlikely, but we should get 4 stacks by the end of this. Really? Okay, that's not quite 4 stacks. Still not quite 4 stacks. Is there any that I'm missing? No, okay. Let's do the old F3B trick, see if there's any. Oh, it's up there. There's some. Okay. Don't see any. Is there any up here? No. Okay. It's a spawn. We'll go to spawn and pick up the scaffolding. I don't want to waste it. Pretty good. I agree, it is pretty good. I think we could do with something more. Maybe something to make it feel a bit less out of place. See, I feel like it almost feels like it's emanating from nothing. Though maybe not. Maybe the beacon does work. Maybe. Actually, I saw this very cool trick where beacon beams can actually go through beacons. So you can have a beacon that looks like it's powered but doesn't have a base. Don't know why I'm going in there. That's not what I need. I need rockets. I should have some in this box. Yes. Good. Some. Any other thing that I needed to get while I was here, I have completely forgotten. Nice. I'm incredible at this game. My memory is simply impeccable. By the way, I received some stuff from the shop, which was very good. 3 wishes. Well, do I give... Well, the thing is that the 3 wishes normally have the stipulations of no death, no falling in love, and no extra wishes. Now, why can't I wish to remove those rules? Is there a rule saying that I can't remove the rules? So, I think I'd just remove the rules, and then my second wish would be infinite wishes. And then I would do much more small-scale wishes. Things that would just, like, slightly convenience me. I feel that there would be a very high likelihood of things being messed up by a malicious genie if I wish for things that are too broad. So, I would wish for much more small-scale things. And I would be extremely specific, almost essentially writing down an entire contract before the genie actually makes the wish work. I would... Yeah. Truly are the king of annoying answers. Of course I am. It's fun. It's fun for me. I've got to make a question that's been asked 100,000 times more interesting. How do I do that? By answering wrong. Oh, that's great. Oh, I remember what we were doing now. We were going to spawn to collect scaffolding. Not fun for me. Okay. I mean, the problem is that if I don't give an annoying answer, is that my answer is extremely boring, because if I literally only had 3, I would... I guess I would be very specific in removing violent conflict. Conflict is, of course, an important thing and an integral part of human nature, but violent conflict isn't necessarily required, so I would remove that specifically. Now, where's my scaffolding? Because it's not here. Murder spiders. I mean, I do kind of agree with you on that, but that would kind of mess up some ecosystems, like only a tiny bit. Yeah, it would absolutely destroy the global ecosystem. I'm not interested in getting rid of really specific things. There was one study done that found out that if you remove, I think it was a specific type of mosquito from an environment, it actually wouldn't mess up the ecosystem at all, because they were just replaced by a slightly different, less harmful insect. So that would be my choice. If I were to get rid of one insect, I would get rid of specifically malaria-carrying mosquitoes. I think that would be a pretty cool thing. Obviously, I would do my research before I completely obliterated a global ecosystem, but I think it would work quite nicely. Either way, let's get back to this actual project that we're trying to work on. I think the next thing I want to do is I kind of want to... The other thing that I wanted to work on was the pillars are currently just obsidian, which is very, very boring. But they're a perfect blank canvas for something that I actually want to do, which is have, like, glowing red vines climbing up the towers. I think that would look really, really cool. It won't be symmetrical. That will make people sad, but similar to the laser, it will be symmetrically asymmetrical in that every single one will be equally random and asymmetrical. There won't be one that will just be like perfectly even. They will all be individually and uniquely asymmetrical. And this is where fire coral can come into play, because what I can do is, my plan is, if I actually have a bucket. I do not. Do I have a... I'm pretty sure I have a bucket in my tools. Okay. Yes, I have many buckets. Okay, that's good. My idea is that if we go over to a pillar, symmetrically asymmetrical. Yeah, that asymmetrical is the opposite of symmetrical. So I will have a symmetrical, so like even amount of asymmetry. Yeah, and then like I can have coral like this, and it works. Now, did that water like go everywhere? No, it didn't. Okay. What about asymmetrical? Fantastic pun. Absolutely fantastic pun. Truly the king of puns. Okay. Yeah, so that's kind of my idea, but I think it will be on the outside of the obsidian, so the obsidian will be essentially unscathed. I think it would feel unrealistic if the actual obsidian was damaged. Bruh, chill. Enderman. See. We're just going to go through the whole alphabet now. Spam the chat. Right. Yeah, okay. That looks good for now. I think I'm just going to leave that laser how it is for now. Now, of course, I could build this laser all the way up until it stops rendering, but I'm not going to do that. Make vines connecting from the pillars to the laser. Is the laser a solid object? Can a vine connect to a non-solid object? I personally don't think so. I think for a while this build will feel very unconnected. At the bottom. At the bottom. So there'll be like an arc coming up from there, but would come out and dip down a bit and connect. Underground. I think maybe what I want to do is I definitely want organics in these sectors that we've got here. So we've got really, really cool areas to build. We've got these almost round quarter circles to work with. I think they're quite interesting. They're a good shape, and I think we can do some. Hopefully, yeah, I know what you mean, but my idea was if we have this area with organics in, then the vines could stretch to these organics and trail around. Maybe go underneath the path, and then go around the edges of the pillars and then up. I think that would be pretty interesting. Obviously, that's a lot of materials, but I'm actually not too concerned by that. The thing that I need to decide, really, is what are the vines going to be made out of? Because essentially we have three choices. We have redstone blocks, we have wool, and we have fire coral. The problem with fire coral is it's a pain to build with. It's genuinely very difficult to build with because you can't make a mistake, otherwise you lose the fire coral. And I have to go to the stupid coral reef and get some more. Which doesn't take too long, but I don't want to do it on stream. The main theme is red, of course. Now, I was thinking that if we're going to choose one of these 4 blocks, well, actually probably 4, yeah, because we could use nether wall. But we'll choose one of these 4 blocks and then make the others texturing feature blocks. Similar to how the laser is glass with wool and redstone features. I think it should be coral. Crimson wood. I think crimson wood is a bit too... might be the wrong colour. I'm not entirely sure, but I will get some. And it would have to be Nilium, wouldn't it? Why is my spawn back here? Every time I come here, I sleep and mess up my spawn. It is so annoying. Bruh. But yeah. My plan. Yeah, so it'd have to be the Crimson Nilium. With shaders, it would look really good. I will say, with shaders, it will look very good. We also have red candles at our disposal, which I don't think they'll work. Hello. How you doing? How you doing? Yeah, we do have red candles, but I'm not sure about red candles. I think because we've already used redstone torches, I think candles are almost not required. Yeah. They also feel a bit too whimsical when this feels a bit more harsh and not necessarily modern, but more like evil magic rather than whimsical, cute magic. But yeah, let's set my spawn again. And then have a think. Now, end crystals are also a thing that exists, but I feel like building with end crystals might just be a bad idea. They are pretty cool, but maybe we don't. Maybe we don't build with them. Yeah, I think fire coral are best bet. So, yawning. What's this? It's not late. I'm in online class tomorrow. What a scam. Our teacher was like, I'm sure you really want a revision session before your exam. So in your revision time, I'm going to set up a class that everyone has to go to. And I'm like, that's all well and good, mate, but no one is going to turn up. I will out of courtesy, but no one else is going to turn up. I'm sorry, man. Your class is going to be empty, but, you know, it's fine. You know what? I think we'll work on this pillar to begin with. This pillar we've already built some stuff on, so why not build a bit more? So yeah, I don't know. I think it should be equally as dense the entire way up and down. The tower, oh, it's going to be so hard to build with this. You know why it's going to be so difficult to build with? Is that we have to break a hole every time we do this, and this. We have to do that for every block. Okay, this is gonna be painful. And it is only one obsidian that we have to mine, but even so, this is gonna be interesting to say the least. I think what I'll do is I'll have like a main vine, almost, that's made out of fire coral, and then we'll have the other blocks kind of surrounding it like this to try and make it a bit thicker and a bit more interesting. This. So we've got the main vine, and then this will kind of follow it. Oh yeah, very easy. It won't be at all painful to mine like hundreds of obsidian and constantly have to deal with water flowing everywhere. Oh yeah, no, this will be so easy and convenient. Why is there? Oh, will that be an issue? I think I'll be okay. I was concerned about whether the other build will get in the way. Build that's like inside, but I think it'll be okay. Because the vines would have been snipped around here, so we don't need any vines around this doorway. It won't be like inconvenient. Yeah, okay. And then this kind of just like coil upwards, I guess. Let's need this wall. This is difficult to do. Yeah, okay. Yeah, we're gonna have water everywhere all the time. Though because I haven't built with anything, it kind of doesn't matter. Since this is a nature theme, at the top is a big flower. Ooh. Yo, that's a good idea. You are on fire today with good ideas. The torches, and then this. Yo. Yes, okay, yes. I love that. I need to place some blocks in so that I can do this. And obviously remove some of them. Yeah, I wanted lamps, but honestly, I don't think it needs it. I think there's enough interesting blocks here to not need it. Okay, so that doesn't work. Oh wait, no, I can do this. Yeah, I'm kind of building quite strictly at ground level for a bit, because I'm scared of building upwards. But I think it should be okay. And then I want this to be like this, because I want the line to keep going up. I think that I kind of need to change how this is working. Okay. Appreciate the hearts. Woo. Yeah, my idea is to take everything out of my inventory that I don't need. And then, yeah, I don't need glass, don't need that, don't need this. And then just get like an absolute megaton of buckets so that I'd have to keep going back to the water source. I think that's a good idea. I don't know whether I have buckets already. Oh yeah, what's very inconvenient is that on my mouse I have a bunch of buttons. One of them I have F3, which is very useful. It means I don't have to reach all the way across my keyboard to get it. I also have like F5 and stuff like that. But it means that if I'm sprinting, if I'm holding down Q to sprint, and I press that, or if I do it at the same time, sorry, if I do it at the same time, it opens up the thing in chat. Can block chat, super annoying. I know it's a very, very specific problem that literally only I have, but it's annoying, okay. Okay, 14 buckets is probably enough. I don't think we'll be using that much at once. Yeah. The biggest first world problem to ever exist. Oh, when I press the custom programmed button on my mouse and my keyboard at the same time when I'm playing a specific game, it opens a slightly inconvenient text message in the chat for like 2 seconds. First world problem times 1 million, let's go. Right. Okay, there we go. Okay, well at least this vine is looking interesting. I think it needs more. And it needs to be a bit more organic as well. I think it feels a bit jagged at the moment, almost. Certainly because it's not in the floor. Placing stuff on the floor like this is a really good way of making a build feel more connected. Just little blocks in the ground like that. You often use this technique when you do large-scale terraforming. What you do is you place a bunch of stuff into the ground. It can really elevate what can be a pretty boring. Okay, I didn't actually mine that obsidian. I am incredible at the game. I placed that in the wrong place. Simply the most skilled player to ever exist. Wish there was red obsidian, that would be convenient. It would be convenient, but it would also be boring. Like, I want to have challenge when I'm building something. I want to be like, oh, there's not quite the block for that. I wonder if there's a different, more interesting solution. You know? Gotta add interest to building, otherwise it's boring. That's why Mojang refuses to add vertical slabs, because it will suck the life out of building. And a lot of people are like, oh, that's a stupid cop-out reason. I'm like, no, that's a very, very, very good reason to not add them. I totally respect that as a reason for not adding the block that everyone begs for. It would just kill creativity so much. Like right now people use walls and different stuff like that. It's interesting. I'm very concerned that I'm going to place one of these down and it's just going to die on me, and I'm like, bruh. To have to just remove it and destroy it, because dead fire coral is totally useless because it's just grey. Yeah, I feel like I'm going to be doing a lot of hurling. I think that might be a good way of... Oh, hello. Hello, Enderman. Why are you all, like, really close to me? It's very strange. Yeah. But like I'm kind of building everything in the same place. Like I've almost got a checkerboard already and it's been like 2 seconds. That's how you know you're not doing the randomness very well, is when you get a checkerboard pattern. Let's do this. And actually that only needs 1 bucket of water, doesn't it? That. This. Imagine the Endermen just stole the coral. Thankfully, they can't pick up that block. That's one thing that I've been very careful with. You might notice in this build, there's no dirt, there's no grass, there's no moss blocks, there's no nilium, netherrack, nothing like that. It's so they don't destroy the build. I have experience building with dirt and Endermen destroying it. It's very annoying, so I now never build with dirt. Unless, of course, it's like part of natural terraforming, but you know, that's not the same thing. What? Maybe a bit of. This is interesting, but I feel like it does need to be inside the wall. Like, it only being on the outside makes it feel like super one-dimensional and not at all connected to the pillar. Yeah, even though that doesn't really work, like, it doesn't make logical sense, it looks better in a more natural sense. It looks better, yeah. Yeah, that's an immediate improvement. Okay. I'm not particularly surprised by this revelation, but means that we're gonna have to change things up a little bit. Yeah. In the middle, yeah. Okay, yeah. I can just break this and just straight up put obsidian. Redstone block. I kind of want to do a bit more up, and then maybe we can trail something down to reconnect to here. This is the kind of thing that's going to take a really long time, I think. Like, we haven't been doing this, we haven't made a whole lot of progress, but it's been quite a while. Yeah. This and this. I don't know why I'm like deliberately trying not to spill water everywhere, like it matters at all. Having all this extra water with me though is super helpful. Definitely want to continue doing this. Okay, let's break this. Doing that takes a surprising amount of skill. I'm scaffolding hopping. I messed it up immediately, but yeah. Jump place, jump place, jump place. Surprisingly difficult. It's not necessary, but it's surprisingly difficult nonetheless. I kind of like how this is going, where it's going like pretty straight upwards. So I'm gonna try and. I like how this is going, so I'm gonna change it. But that's what happens when you try and build natural stuff. If you like something, it's probably got to change. Ooh, okay, that scaffolding definitely deleted beneath me, didn't it? I swear it deleted beneath me. Okay, then I wanted this broken. So I want here, this here. I wanted a redstone block there. Where is my redstone block? Okay, I like how that's snaking up the side. That's good. That's really good. I don't think now I'll mess with anything if I move that inside. Yeah, we're running out of redstone blocks super quick. That's fine. I'm not too worried about that. By the way, this song that we're listening to is a new release by Lofi Geek. It's very cool. I like it a lot. Don't know if I'm going to get a copyright notice. It seems to be totally random whether I get a copyright notice. It's really strange. So the songs that I use are free use, but YouTube will still detect them as someone else's. I just won't get claimed against. That's kind of like the whole That's the whole deal with the songs that I use. And that's actually really, really weird. Because it means that I'll get like a notification from YouTube. It's like, oh yeah, your video has copyrighted content in. I'm like, yes, I know. But it doesn't matter. It's pretty fun. Right. Let's try and build this up a bit further. Okay, I'm almost out of stuff. Okay. Yo, Fusi's back. Color. Fuse bag. I've made some progress, I guess. I don't know whether I like it, but it's something. Yeah, okay, I don't like this lower part. This lower part's way too dense. I think we can sort it out, though. I'm gonna remove all of this and try again. Just to remove the water somewhat. Okay. Now let's try and chill with the amount of blocks that... Ah, damn. Okay, I thought this would happen. If we make edits, we're gonna lose the blocks. These are totally useless. Actually, I'm gonna keep these and rack up a, like, grave of how many of these we're losing. How many fire blocks we're gonna lose. Made me think of vines from the Upside Down in Stranger Things. I have not watched Stranger Things, so I have no idea what that's referencing, but I'm sure it's right. I'm sure it's a very accurate assessment of what is going on here. Okay, I want water here. Try and be like conservative and like normal with the amount of blocks that I'm using. Okay, I want this to be water. Yeah. Okay. This is better. This is kind of easier on the eyes, at least. That needs water behind it, because I'm going to change it up slightly. Do that with that, because then that can go in there like that, and that looks more interesting. Okay. Yeah, that's got an interesting vibe. I like it. Let's get more water. Keep building. Now that I'm looking at it, I feel like it should actually get more sparse as it goes up. As it like climbs up the tower. Although the other idea was to have a flower at the top, and if I have a flower at the top, it's gonna need to be more dense as it goes up to like hold the flower. But what if it was kind of like super dense down at the bottom, which makes sense. Then it kind of got a bit more spindly and light towards the middle, and they got super dense again at the top. That makes sense. And then the advantage of having flowers at the top is it's an excuse to have lighting, like really, really strong lighting. Like glowstone, but behind blocks so you can't really see it. Or maybe the use of lamps. Either way, it's a good excuse to do something interesting. Now, if I were building this in the Nether, I would have the soul soil underneath these paths, because then you could sprint fast, but there is literally no need for that. This is not a big area, and it doesn't go anywhere important, so there is literally no point in what I just described. This kinda want it to be this. Yeah. But like doing the stuff below is gonna be the real like cherry on top that makes it all good. Yeah. Connecting to the ground is really, I guess it's grounding the build. What a terrible pun. But yeah, it's kind of working. It's kind of working. Let's do this. That's not what I wanted to put there. And then maybe Maybe actually in the wall is where I want redstone block. Then in the ground, maybe wool. Yeah, this is good. Right. Let's just add more, I guess. This is gonna be the thing. It's gonna be a lot of me just not liking something and then changing it a little bit, and then changing it a little bit. But over time, it'll look good. By the way, we're going to the Enderman farm because my elytra is too broken for my liking. So we're gonna quickly change that. This is something that I've been doing recently. It's just like randomly, just like opening a random Minecraft seed with no mods, nothing, and just playing the game. Completely vanilla game, just setting up a cow farm, going mining, just doing like super basic, normal game stuff, and it's genuinely just so fun. Like it almost feels like proof to myself that I do truly love Minecraft, that I can just boot up a random game, random world, no prep, no ideas, nothing, and just enjoy playing the game by itself. I think that's really nice. I can just do that. But like some people have to like do like a huge plan. Hey, that looks pretty good from a distance as well. I thought it might look a bit weird very far away. Close up looks great because you can see the glass, but from a distance still looks good. But yeah, I just literally opened a random seed, played it a bit, and then went, that was kind of fun. It was, yeah, and I'll delete the world. Genuinely, I won't keep it. Over the next few days, I'll probably play it a tiny bit, then like die, lose my stuff, and then just go, and just delete the world. I would have had a good time playing the world and not care about the loss because I've died too many times in the game to care. That's something that's really important to learn as you play Minecraft more, that it does not matter if you die. It genuinely doesn't matter. I know plenty of people who get very, very upset when they lose their gear, and that's understandable. It's okay to be upset when you lose gear in Minecraft, but over time, you'll learn. You'll learn that it's okay, and it's good. Become immune to the loss, because even though it might be difficult, it might take time, it's not impossible to get your gear back. And sometimes it can be pretty fun. I find joy in every aspect of Minecraft's game. There is very rarely something where I am genuinely not enjoying whatever's happening in the game. It's very rare. Occasionally, yes, there will be something that I will not enjoy, but I'll find a way to enjoy it. Like this, what I'm doing right now is not something that I would normally necessarily enjoy when I play the game. It's like repetitive, difficult block placing. But it doesn't have to be. It doesn't have to be hard. It doesn't have to be stressful. And I keep myself entertained by streaming it. And that's often the way that I keep motivation for projects. Projects that I'm not quite so much of a fan of, I'll just stream them. Like mining the end, or mining the end pillars, doing this really tricky organic building, that kind of thing. Just stream it, and the motivation just appears. It's crazy. It's almost like I feel like I should do it. And so I do. Whoa. It's great. Okay, let's push this back, make sure we get the water in. I don't want any more fire coral. No fire coral death anymore. It will not be happening. happening. Yeah, let's make this and that. I bet these pillars look really weird in Spectator. Like, if I almost went into Spectator right then. I was like, nah, you know what? I'll look at it later on, maybe. But I feel like the pillars will look really, really silly. So when I go around this corner, I have to do this. That's where it gets tricky. It's like, what do I place to make it work? How does that look? It's a bit too much. It is just a little bit too much. Not sure what it is, but yeah, I'm not a huge fan of it. Let's actually build this correctly. Okay. Let's keep going up the pillar a bit. I also need to remember to keep like wrapping round, not just going vertical. Because gotta make sure it's asymmetrical and varied and interesting and all that. So kind of do that. Okay, we're gonna need more redstone blocks. I knew that would be a possibility, but I didn't realize it would come quite so quickly. Yeah, that's working. We need to move around more on the side of the pillar, but let's get some more redstone blocks first. Okay, I have 49 more. I haven't got any more after that, but we should be good for a little while. And I just need more water. The fire coral is such a good texture. I'm glad I went out off stream and got that fire coral. Glad I flew 8,000 blocks just to get like 4 stacks of it. Looks great. We're definitely gonna need more. Wait, does that mean I've already used 2 stacks of... No. Yeah, I've used 2 stacks of fire coral already. Wow, okay. That's concerning. We might be going back and forth quite a lot, it seems. I'm gonna start another vine down here. Let's do that, this. Let's break this and this. It's annoying because you can't place the coral above water because it's not technically touching it, because water's obviously a couple pixels smaller. So it can be a little bit odd. Okay. I think what I'll do is I'll change the strategy for this side and see if it's better. The change of strategy is that I'm not going to do any of the detailed blocks. I'm just going to place the coral in. And then I will put the rest in later. I think this is where I want to branch out in 2 directions. Guess I'll kind of actually need it. Otherwise it's going to spill out everywhere, so I'll just put some wool in. I walk forward slightly too early. God dang it. Okay, there's a lever behind that. Is that... That's going to have to be changed for a redstone block, otherwise that's not going to work. So if I put water here, it's going to... Okay, it will destroy the lever. It will once I've locked it up. It's just water physics doing stupid stuff, as it always does. We love a bit of Minecraft water physics. Makes perfect sense 100% of the time. Never a doubt that the Mojang devs were not going absolutely crazy when they decided to make Minecraft water physics. Okay, yeah, I like this. This is good. Okay. I like just the pattern. It's like this pattern, this like natural looking pattern. It's quite nice. I'll just keep it like that. No, we gotta build this all the way up, which is gonna take a while. You know, it's gonna look good at the end, and that is half my motivation for this project. The other half is that I gotta do something, and this is the something that I'm gonna do. Wait, so if I kind of just like place the detailing like this sparsely, does it look better? I think the answer is yes. Maybe not, actually. Now, you know what? I do prefer this side more. This does feel more minimalistic. But I prefer it to be more chaotic. Near the bottom at the very least. It is better being chaotic. So I will keep it like this. Yo, Springtrap. Hello. Oh, okay, you're going to be able to see that through that, so I can't put one there, although I can put it here. Got to consider geometry and all sorts when I'm building this. I haven't got a clue what's going on. Okay. But yeah, hello, Springtrap. How you doing? How you doing? Just doing something interesting, I guess. Guess you could call it interesting. Doing it amazing. That's what I like to hear. Okay, that. Yes, wool is probably best. Okay, I want another one there, but that means that one of these is going to have to be water, and that won't work. Ah, well, whatever. I just won't. I can't. This is annoying. I can't put the blocks exactly where I want them to be because of the stuff behind. Yeah, that's just like fully exposed. I can't put anything there. Oh, Fire Dragon. He's online. Hey, oh. All my buckets. Right. Amazing. So hopefully I'll be able to place this in an interesting way. Actually, I can connect this up so it's like falling back down. I always feel like vines should start at the ground, and so if they don't start at the ground, it kind of feels a bit weird to me. But yeah, that arc's over now, so that's fine. Now, one thing we haven't used yet are the weeping vines. It seems like an obvious choice to include weeping vines. But honestly, I think this is better without them. Because, actually, you know what, whatever. Well, we'll try. Now that that idea has come to mind, I was like, oh yeah, I'm not going to do that. And I was like, but what if I did? So now I'm going to go and look real quick. I should just have some, hopefully. Blue. These thingies are weeping vines. Things that I farmed way too much of, and now I've just got loads for no reason. So, pretty annoying. Yeah. Oh yeah, when you come up the staircase you can see it, that's so cool. Yeah, what if I just kind of throw this around a bit? How does it look? Why does that not look good? Doesn't look good. Oh. That is a no from me. Some of you guys might like it. I'm not a fan, so we're gonna not. Now the other thing is that we could include lighting. But honestly, I don't think it needs it either. another unnecessary thing. Time to mine a bunch of obsidian. My favorite thing to do. Oh, okay, that's just open. I can't do that. Fine. Fine. I won't place it where I want to place it. Whatever. Okay, yeah, I can put one here though, right? Need scaffolding. Like, oh yeah, I'll get scaffolding and then not use it. I'm a genius. Okay, put that in there, put that in there. You should do a stream of trying to kill the warden. Is that killing the warden, like, in general, or killing the warden legit? Because killing the warden in general isn't too bad. What you do is you use a piston and observer contraption to distract it, while you stand, like, 100 blocks away and just shoot it. It's certainly a rather cheesy way of doing the fight, but it works. Works quite well. Oh, be right back. Okay. Bruce just like the busiest man alive. Got 100 million things happening at the same time. Whilst also trying to watch my stream. I have a feeling that this might be a little bit too asymmetric in that they almost feel like different styles. It might happen. I'm not 100% sure this, but could happen. So I want to be careful. Okay, no, let's just kind of go with the flow for a bit. Try not to think about what I'm building too much. Just kind of see. What I find weird is that I swear water normally like flows into and stops. I don't know why it bursts out like it does. Okay. Yeah, I feel like this would be made easier with a beacon, but simultaneously I cannot be bothered to place down a beacon. You know what, last time I couldn't be bothered to place down a beacon, I'm pretty sure it would have saved me about half an hour, so you know what, I'm gonna actually place down a beacon this time. It would be a good idea to actually do that, right? Have a beacon here. Should have emeralds in this box. No, but do I not? Do I not have normal? No. I really need to bring lapis. Yeah. Actually having lapis with you is pretty helpful. I have so many diamonds, I could probably use diamonds to have on my beacon, but I'm not going to. I think I'm going to put it at the intersection between two of these and just hope that it reaches both. I think it should. Beacon ranges are pretty large. 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3, 1, 2, 3. Okay, that is right. You've outdone yourself with the laser. Really? I like it, but I don't think it's that amazing. I think it maybe... I've seen better, but yeah, I do think it's good. Looks sick. Okay, I'll take it. Second opinion's always good, I guess, and it's a very positive second opinion, so heck yeah. Okay, I do have enough. I was scared for a millisecond that I didn't have enough blocks, but just wrong. We have haste, hooray. How far does this haste stretch? I assume it doesn't stretch all the way over here. It should go back up to... Yeah, okay, it doesn't stretch all the way over here. Okay, it covers like half the area, that's crazy. Okay, it's got a circle like all the way around here, so it definitely covers these, and it might even cover this tower. It's pretty good. Okay. Nice. And now I'm not going to make this beacon red, so I know that I've got to remove it. Looks a bit terrible, but, you know, it's required after all. Okay. Let's get some scaffolding and stretch this up some more. Stretch these up more. Okay. This one, I think I want it to be here. It's so difficult. You've got to do the random but not random thing, and it's so difficult sometimes to get it just right. Okay, I'm just gonna cap that vine off. Just stops now. Oops. I forgot that they're insta-mine when you have haste. The fire coral blocks are actually insta-mine, which is very useful, but also a bit annoying. I want wool. I might have to buy more wool off Peng's shop. Might need it. What are you building? I'll do a zoom out for you. Did I see? I did see that you'd built a hut. I mentioned it earlier in the stream, actually. I wasn't sure he'd built it. But yeah, M4 Vogs, I'm building this. So it's a huge nether hub and end hub. I was doing a nether hub before, so my brain was on it, but this is the end hub, and I want it to look cool. Looks good. I appreciate it. I think it's going to look pretty interesting when I'm done. I think the red theme it's certainly rarer than blue. I've built with blue in this server already. I've been building with other colours in different worlds. Certainly grey. When you're building a castle, grey is quite the common colour to build with. So I wanted to actually build with some colour. So yeah, I went for red, and honestly, it's looking pretty great. Now I have technically built with red in this world before. The nether hub is red. If I hop in here, I can show you, but I feel like it's just a completely different vibe. It's just so different, even though it's the same blocks or similar blocks. So we've used crimson wood, which of course is different. It's a bit more pink compared to orange. Blocks of redstone really have this orange hue to them, which crimson wood doesn't have. And then this is like the main nether hub area. It feels so much more whimsical rather than like scary dark magic, which is what the end feels like. So yeah, it's kind of the contrast I was hoping for. That even though I technically built with red before, it's just a completely different red, and it looks very good. So yeah, and in fact the Enderman is saying words which are what's up. Look for the eye and something else. I believe they say hello. But yeah, the Enderman noises, they're like ambient noises, are very, very like cursed, messed up versions of real words. It's certainly good for the lore of the game. It's one of the facts that MatPat used to make his ridiculously huge Minecraft lore theory, which not a lot of people agree with, but you know, it was some evidence, some description, I guess. Need to be careful to make sure that the vines actually spread over the top of the doorway. I don't want just like a big block. I think that's FNAF stuff. I never got into FNAF, like, at all, so I have no idea about any FNAF lore, so I never watched any of his FNAF lore videos at all. I'm pretty sure he's even though he's like retired, he's still there are still going to be FNAF lore videos, but they just won't be hosted by him. So I guess that's good for the people who care about it. But not a fan, not a fan at all. Yeah, let's get some more water real quick. Yeah, this is good. It is becoming more sparse, which is good as well. I want a redstone block in here. Everyone knew he retired and some of his team took his chance. Yeah. Is it just me, or is like style theory like really bad? Sounds kind of mean to say, but I just think style theories is a bit mid compared to game, film, and food theory. Style theory is kind of mid. It felt like a bad choice by whoever was like, oh yeah, I know what the next channel will be. We style. I'm like, really? No point in making the channel? Yeah. Like, for a while, I felt that, like, the mystery of what the fourth channel was like the whole point. But apparently it wasn't. Well, a lot of people were saying that the fourth channel was GT Live, which made perfect sense as well. What didn't make sense was that it's like some random, like, fairly mid thing that they've just decided to introduce for almost no reason at all. I'm aware that GT Live is for streaming, but it felt more right than style theory. But that is just my opinion. There are plenty of people who like style theory and respect their decision, but I do not agree with it. What am I going to put in there? Probably will. Got to keep the randomness going. Okay, that's not what I wanted to place. No, I'll leave it because I'm putting water in here. I might as well just flood myself twice. And then I want this, and break this one. Getting in the way of my scaffolding. Right. I don't know why I'm building such a weird scaffolding structure, but you know, it's working. I can work with it. It's fine. Yeah, this is a really, really tall tower. I haven't quite appreciated how much obsidian this is now that I'm trying to decorate it. It's tall. So, I feel like this is the kind of thing where I will work on it quite a lot. If you think about it, the Enderman sounds creepy. Some are like, help, or leave me alone. Yeah, the help ones are rather freaky, I will agree. Okay, I think I need to reset this scaffolding because it's kind of odd. Yeah, the Enderman sounds are supposed to be full of lore and slightly creepy. That is... Okay, creepy is the wrong word. They're weird. They're like concerning. Worrying. I'll be right back. I'm going to put on some shaders. I need my end sky to be more vibey. Yeah, complementary shaders end sky is so insanely cool. It's just so, I don't know, it's so unnecessarily nice looking. Like, why? Why did you choose to make them look so good? The shader packs don't look that nice, but complementary shaders were like, yeah, we're just gonna make like the nicest looking end you've ever seen for just for fun. They did it with like the Aurora Borealis as well. Ooh. I assume that's either Nick or Neek. I don't know, but yo, hello. I am building a thing. I feel like that is kind of like the best description of what this is, because it's supposed to be something organic, but what is it? Not a clue. Be interesting though. Nah, I do like how it's coming along. Needs... yeah. Just needs more. That's cool. Yeah, I appreciate that. Blinded by the light. Oh yeah, shader packs, often you need to turn down the brightness a lot. If I go into my shader pack... oh, you have to go in here, shader pack settings, lighting, yeah, color intensity, and lighting intensity is like way lower. Because it's so bright. It's so bright in some places, it's actually insane. By the way, the reason I keep switching the shaders back off is because it can often be difficult to see the textures that you want to work with. Shaders can often make it tricky to see. So I prefer to keep them switched off when I'm doing complex building like this. Obviously, when I'm taking photos and stuff, I want it on, but yeah. Like the thumbnail's always going to be done with shaders. No, I can't break the wall. Please, please, please. Yes. Now I'm flying. I wish there was a way to make it so that you couldn't fly in water. It's so annoying. Maybe that should be a new enchantment. It's like flying proficiency or something. It means you don't like accidentally fly in water and stupid stuff like that because it's just so annoying. I wouldn't use Optifine in the end. It gets dark. Well, Optifine doesn't affect lighting. Shaders affect lighting, but Optifine shouldn't. Unless you're running like some kind of internal shaders or something weird, it shouldn't really be affecting your brightness. Oh, wow, I placed water on it. Last time I was in the end with Optifine, the sky was really dark. Oh, what it might have been doing is it might have been like removing the like pixeliness. It's like the end sky is like super pixely, which is fine. Like I have no issue with it having the dots, but it's quite a busy texture and some people really don't like it. So I don't know if Optifine just like remove that or edit it in some way. But yeah. Either way, I'm super happy with how this is coming along. I'm also reducing the amount of detail blocks that I'm using a lot. The reason why I'm doing that is that I'm making it so that there's less. These shaders on the blocks look different. I don't know. Shaders change a lot. I don't know if they change blocks or anything like that, but shaders are good. Do be liking good shader pack. There are some shaders that are pretty awful, so I'm glad that I found like a good solid shader pack that I like. I personally believe it's the best shader pack. People are free to disagree with me, but I think it's the best. Some shaders can be bad because they don't code it right. It's not necessarily that they code it wrong, it's just that it's not my preference in things that they change. Here's back. Let's go. Surprise, surprise, I'm still building. Still building this stuff, but I need more water. Certainly building up a lot of obsidian, aren't I? I'm not sure what I'm going to use it for, but I've got it, I guess. Throw those emeralds in there, I don't even need them. Yeah. I'm gonna go get food already. Okay. I am getting this built. Okay, I'm kind of along with how I want it to look, which is perfect. I don't know how to make it really sparse in the middle, so I'm kind of getting towards the midsection of the build here. And it does feel like there's less obsidian near the bottom than near the top, especially on this one. But I just don't know how to like finalize it and make it exactly how I want it to be. I guess I'll kind of just like keep going and see. It's kind of the general strategy. It's also pretty difficult to use the coral blocks like here because I can't put water there. This block is like fully exposed. This can't be water, so I have to like droop them down from the top or something. Maybe I can just use this. I put water there. There is already water there. Cool. Okay, and then break this. Put this on. Put this into water. Yeah, that wasn't so difficult. Wait, can this one be? This one can be. Okay. Yeah. Surprisingly easy to put this in. Yeah, I guess I'll just make this whole branch area just continue across. If I've done it right the first time, why would I change how I'm building it? Looks good. Can I break this piece of obsidian here? I have a feeling the answer. Oh. My brain is not very good at like figuring out which blocks I can't break or not for some reason. Or it does look pretty good for this. Yeah. It's just such a perfect organic, like interesting organic texture. I wouldn't necessarily ever think of using coral for this purpose, but I guess I just haven't really built with coral at all ever. So it's I've just found a good use for it, I guess. He's back. Let's go. Okay. Need more of the detail blocks. Just a couple. Try and add something. You know what I want? Wool. I can't. I am bad at this. Bro, I can't even use scaffolding anymore. What is this? Yeah. Good. Kind of want this block to be the board. And I'm gonna push this out of the wall a bit. Keep it 3D and interesting. There's always something with this build, is it's gotta stay fresh. I'll just have the whole thing in the wall or the whole thing around the outside of the wall. It's gotta be good. Yeah. Have I thought of adding a flame in here? What do you mean? As in the enchanted book? I could do flame. I suppose flame is actually kind of a pain to get, isn't it? Yeah, I have one spare villager. I'll do flame. That'll be good. Let's remove this scaffolding and have one have a look. Where's my scaffolding gone? Oh, there's some here. Of course there is. Any happen about? Bruh. Why, Sweeping Edge, why do you do this to me? Use flame. Yeah. If my villager is behaving, I might be able to get flame very quickly. I didn't look at the build. I wanted to have a look back and then go and have a walk around on the server. Okay, I am lagging a little bit. I'm surprised it hasn't impacted the stream too much. When I logged on the server earlier, I had... Oh, hello. Yeah, when I logged on the server earlier, I was struggling with lag a bit, and I was like, oh no. That actually is fine. Yeah, that looks really good when you approach it. It's really good. Obviously, it needs more in the central section on this side, but yeah. Okay, super happy with how that looks. It doesn't even need lighting. It just looks good by itself. And of course, we've got to do the shader check. It's much more subtle, but it's equally as good. It's going to be a pain to add it all to the towers. Yep, that's what I've been saying. That took me an hour. Don't know. Was it an hour? Was it half an hour? Either way, I feel like each tower is going to take me like at least an hour to do, which is a lot of time. It will not be the kind of thing that will just be like, oh look, I just finished it between streams. Yeah, no. I can do that with mindless tasks. That is so much effort. Level 5, me and Fire Dragon almost match with our skins. Pretty fun. But yeah, let's see if we can get flame now that we've had an admire. See if we can get flame. Unlikely, because the villager really likes looking at like the brewing stands or something in my house, so it's very slow at resetting, but we might just get it first try. It's this guy here. It's got Fortune 3, which is pretty cool, but flame. You're not focused on the correct thing. Damn. Why do you do this to me? I have a lot of villagers. I need to kill some villagers, don't I? I don't want them creating lag. You know what? Let's do something fun, chat. It's so fun what you do. You get flint and steel. You just do that. It doesn't work. Okay. What do we do? Problem is I can't use anything that's like burst damage because it'll kill these guys. I don't know how to get rid of these villagers. I'm gonna try and get trims for my armor. Oh yeah. What I would recommend is going in a creative world and figuring out what trims you want before you can get them, because some of them just use lava. Yeah, but the problem is they're sitting in water, so I guess I just remove the water and then place lava. Yeah. Let's do that. Let's have a therapeutic end of stream, you know? Villagers are the cause of the pain of many, many people. And today, these villagers will die purely because I can. I'm just going to drop down here. This is where the stronghold is, so I can... Hopefully they'll just be... What? Where is the hole to get there? I really hope there's... Yes. Yeah. So around here somewhere there should be just some lava that I can just steal, hopefully. Maybe. Maybe. Hopefully there's a cave or something. Okay, there's a cave here. Wait, we should be good. No, we're way too high up in the world. Andrew Boyd, kill it now. The villagers, absolutely, but I don't have a lava bucket. Where can I get a lava bucket from? The Nether, of course. How old is this world? Should be, if I do this. Days played 2000. That's a lot. Wow, what? Yeah, 2000 days. That's a lot of days. Yeah. Just go in the nether and get lava. What am I thinking? Yeah. I was surprised by it being 2,000 as well. That's the entire server days. Yeah. But it's an SMP, so that's what counts. I guess I could also check my personal time played. Time played 12 days. That's whatever 12 times 24 is. 288 hours. It's quite a lot. Almost 300 hours on one world. I have spent 1,000 hours on a different world, so you know that's not too outlandishly insane for time played. Right, let's pick up this water. Oh guys, wow, you're free. You're free from bouncing up and down. Wow, I'm so kind. How do I place lava? They're blocking me. They're blocking me. Die. Oh. So satisfying. So satisfying. I need you guys to move though. Oh. Oh. Oh, that's lovely. That is a vindication for every single person who's been forced to suffer by villager. Ah, the villagers must die. Die. They will never become what they were destined to be. I'm trying to get some Fletchers, but now they are dead. Now they are dead. I think sand falling is really nice. Just like in general. Just like getting a handful of sand and like throwing it. Okay. Fair enough. I love the dying sound of villagers. Oh yeah. Oh, it's so satisfying. So good. There are some dying sounds that are so bad, like horses dying when they made that like scream. Terrible. Villagers dying, so satisfying. So satisfying. But I guess we're kind of just doing nothing. I'm gonna buy myself some more food real quick before I end stream, because I might as well. Yeah. But, right. Hopefully, okay, I do. Get some blocks of emeralds. Occasionally my villagers are selling them at 4 emeralds a carrot. Super annoying. The only death sounds that are bad at Endermen, horses, zombies, drowns. Yeah. Some of them are kind of like mid, like skeletons. It's just like clank. It's like, oh, okay. Infinity. That's probably one that I could have kept, but I've been specifically requested to get flame, so I'll get flame. Now, one fun thing is that basically the entire time I've been streaming, I've had a Discord notification, and I haven't looked at it the whole stream. So it's not a DM though; it's just a server thing. So hopefully it's nothing important. I have nothing. Do you mind if I come to you? Well, absolutely. I am ending stream fairly soon, so yeah, you can hop over and can do some stuff. I'll put these lava buckets away though. What is my best building? That's a good question, actually. I'll answer it very quickly. Yeah, no, it's all good. My best building in this world. In this world, I think it's probably one of these. Yeah, I like this central one. I've never built anything like it before. I think it's pretty interesting. I do like the iron farm though. I'll go and show off that real quick because you know, might as well show off. Yeah, this build's pretty nice. It's kind of basic though, but it's blue. It's very blue. But no, the other build that I really like is the iron farm. It doesn't get #1 spot because it kind of breaks the iron farm a little bit, but yeah, It's also a cool build. Can't talk about your best build, not mention the castle. Well, I'm thinking about this world. My best building ever is, yeah, completely different. But in this world, actually, I completely forgot. But yeah, this shop. This shop is my favorite build because from the outside it looks like dingy swamp building. But when you go inside, it's actually a really warm, welcoming library with some sales. I just think the contrast from inside to outside is so nice, and the inside is so like simultaneously chaotic but still feels like a shop. Oh, it's just gone carrots. Okay. I can restock gone carrots real quick. I can't remember whether I have them with me or not, but things with me. Yeah, well, I assume so. Did I? Okay, it's just efficiency books. Okay, I'll do that later. Like small basic stuff. I'm kind of the complete opposite. But yeah, this build is what I'm talking about, this mansion, yeah. I just think it's a really well-rounded build. It's just good. It's not like a insanely incredible build, but it's just good. It's not my best work, but I like it. It's just pleasant on the eyes, you know. Birch statue is an epic build. Oh yeah, the birch villager. I'll put this iron in the farm real quick. Yeah. I also got the pink house. Never built with pink before. This is my starter house. Never built with pink before, but yeah, it's pretty cool. Either way, I do think this is the end of stream, and Andrew Void, if you want to see my best build ever, I will be streaming it on Saturday at an earlier time, but you know how stream schedules work. They're in the description. You can find out yourself. But yeah, if you want to see my best build ever, yeah, pretty cool. But I do think this will be the end of stream today. So yeah, people, if you enjoyed, make sure you give the stream a like, subscribe. I wonder who put the signs of cheeseburger. Don't know, but it's pretty funny. I'm gonna go over and show it because so we got this heart in the center, which is very sweet. But then you fly over, and it's like cheeseburger. Why? I do not know, but it's pretty funny. Anyway, yeah, busy. It's time for me to leave. So yeah, appreciate you guys all watching. Fire Dragon, it's cool to see you. But yeah, that's everything for today's stream. So bye guys. Bye. Bye. Yeah. I'll try and work on the end a bit more this week, but we'll see. We'll see how it goes. Bye guys. Bye.